Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. This is Miguel with season 2 of how to combine the DC deck building sets, and this is our 11th deck profile for the season. In this episode we will be covering the Shadows expansion. In this setup, your oversized characters will include Ra's al Ghul, Bane, Red Hood, Robin, Oracle, Nightwing, Batgirl, and Batman. Your starting deck will include 6 punches, 3 vulnerabilities, and 1 starter card based on your character. We have Ubu, Venom Injector, Outlaw, Goliath, Information Network, Eskrima Sticks, Silent Fighter, and Utility Belt. Your Nemesis stack will include Deadshot, Bronze Tiger, Black Spider, King Snake, KG Beast, Cheshire, Lady Clay, Orphan, Lady Shiva, Talia al Ghul, Bane, and Ra's al Ghul. For the theme of the main deck, we're going to continue to focus on Batman and his Rogues Gallery. For availability, we're pulling from the original set through Arkham Asylum, Rivals 1 through 4, Crisis 1 through 4, Crossover Pack 1 through 10, and Crossover Crisis 1. For consistency, the main deck will be at 130 cards with 30 heroes, villains, equipment, and superpowers with 10 locations. And now the deck profile. For heroes, at cost 2, we have doubles of Catwoman. Catwoman is a low-cost +2 power that can be picked up early when you don't want to buy a hostage or henchman. She can also be played to activate Dark Knight's secondary effect of putting a card you buy or gain this turn into your hand. At cost 3, we have a single copy of Jim Corrigan with doubles of Carlos Alvarez, Harvey Bullock, and Titus. Jim Corrigan has the effect Bribe to VP. You may discard an ongoing card you control to look at the top 3 cards of your deck. If you do, discard any number of them and put the rest back in any order. Draw a card. Jim Corrigan can scout the top 3 cards of your deck, rearrange them to maximize your next draw if you discarded an ongoing, and can be bribed to be played right away. Carlos Alvarez synergizes with hostages as a way to get an additional +1 power if you have discarded one through his effect, and can be bribed to be played sooner. Harvey Bullock is an early disruption card that can choose a foe to discard a card, and can be bribed to be played sooner. Titus provides both power and defense while also helping you gain hostages, making him valuable if you can take advantage of hostage synergy. At cost 4, we have a single copy of Grace Choi with doubles of Sonic Siren, Oracle, Crispus Allen, Leslie Tompkins, and Ragman. Grace Choi has the effect Bribe to VP, ongoing. The first time you play a hero each turn, including this one, look at the top card of your deck. Destroy it or return it. Grace Choi can thin out your deck throughout the game to maximize your draws, and can be bribed to be played sooner. Sonic Siren refreshes the lineup, helping to cycle out undesirable cards. Oracle can scout the top 2 cards of your deck and rearrange them to maximize your next draw. Crispus Allen is a strong defense card that can turn hostages into additional card draw, helping fuel larger turns. Leslie Tompkins provides both draw and card destruction, making her useful for improving deck quality throughout the game. Ragman rewards villain-heavy strategies by generating VP tokens whenever you play a villain. At cost 5, we have singles of Thunder, Dark Knight, Batman Thomas Wayne, The Question, and doubles of Spoiler. Thunder has the effect +1 power and draw a card. Ongoing defense. Discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, gain a VP. Thunder provides power, card draw, and an ongoing defense, allowing her to generate VP tokens throughout the game whenever she is used to avoid an attack. Dark Knight is a great card throughout the game because he can gain equipment without using the power generated for the turn, letting you buy other cards. He can also be played with Catwoman to activate his secondary effect of putting a card you buy or gain this turn into your hand. Batman Thomas Wayne serves dual purposes in providing power and draw support at the cost of destroying himself. The Question can scout the main deck, giving you more options to buy from and can draw a card. Spoiler is a standard attack card that can dish out weaknesses to each foe in order to clog their decks with undesirable cards and can be used earlier if you bribe her. At cost 6, we have singles of Geoforce and Batman John Paul Valley. Geoforce has the effect bribe for BP, +2 power. You may put up to 2 ongoing cards from your discard pile into your hand. Geoforce combines power and ongoing recursion, helping you reuse key ongoing cards that have been discarded during the game and can be bribed to be played right away. John Paul Valley, Batman can give you a huge boost in power if you also own Dark Knight or Batman, or keep track of them in the destroyed pile. At cost 7, we have a single copy of Princess Diana of the Mascara. Princess Diana of the Mascara is a great card throughout the game because it can gain villains without using the power generated for the turn, letting you buy other cards. At cost 8, we have a single copy of Man of Steel. Man of Steel can help you catch up or take the lead because he can recover every single superpower from your discard pile, especially in heavy superpower builds. For villains, at cost 2, we have a single copy of Clue Master with doubles of Two-Face and Rat Catcher. Clue Master has the effect bribe 1 VP, ongoing, once per turn. You may discard a card. If you do, +1 power. Clue Master is a low-cost ongoing boost in power that can be picked up early when you don't want to buy a hostage or henchman and can be bribed to be played right away. Two-Faced is another low-cost draw card that can work best in a deck filled with even-cost cards to consistently draw a card. Rat Catcher can add the bottom 2 cards of the main deck for more buy options and can be bribed to be played right away. At cost 3, we have a single copy of Victor Zsasz with doubles of the Penguin and Killer Moth. Victor Zsasz has the effect bribe 2 VP, +2 power. You may destroy an ongoing card you control to draw a card. Victor Zsasz can synergize with hostages to create a draw engine each time he is played and can be bribed to be played right away. The Penguin can cycle through your deck quickly by drawing 2 and then discarding 2 to maximize your hand. Killer Moth provides both card draw and VP token generation, making him a solid pickup 4 superpower focus strategies. At cost 4, we have a single copy of Punch and Julie with doubles of Clayface, Bane from Rivals 1, Firefly, Man-Bat, and Solomon Grundy. Punch and Julie have the effect Bribe 2VP. Ongoing. The first time you play a villain each turn, including this one, you may put a card with cost 0 from your discard pile into your hand. Punch and Julie have an ongoing effect that can recur a punch card in a heavy villain build and can be bribed to be played right away. Clayface can copy effects of cards you played alongside him as a way to maximize your turn. Bane from Rivals 1 can thin out your hand or discard pile as a way not to draw into undesirable cards throughout the game. Firefly can attack to remove ongoing cards, making him useful against ongoing/hostage heavy strategies, and can be bribed to be played sooner. Man-Bat can scout the top 3 cards of your deck to destroy one of them and rearrange the rest, especially in equipment heavy decks. Solomon Grundy provides power and defense while generating VP tokens whenever he is used to avoid an attack. At cost 5, we have a single copy of Anarchy with doubles of Scarecrow and Punchline. Anarchy has the effect +2 power and choose a foe. Attack. That foe discards a random card. Anarchy is a standard attack card that can be used to disrupt a chosen foe's hand. Scarecrow is a standard attack card that can dish out weakness cards to each foe in order to clog their decks with undesirable cards. Punchline offers draw support, lineup control, and a defense effect, making her one of the most versatile cards in the main deck. At cost 6, we have single copies of Copperhead and Professor Pig. Copperhead can increase the number of cards in the lineup before launching an attack, making him effective in villain-heavy games. Professor Pig provides card filtering and can convert hostages into additional card gain, making him valuable in hostage-focused strategies. At cost 7, we have a single copy of Lobo and Black Mask. Lobo is a standard destroy card that can thin out your deck out of 2 undesirable cards quickly while providing +3 power. Black Mask rewards you for collecting bribe cards throughout the game, becoming a more significant source of VP tokens by the end of the game. For equipment, at cost 3, we have doubles of gas canisters, detonator, crowbar, giant mallet, and Riddler cane. Gas canisters has the effect bribe 1 VP, ongoing once per turn. If you play or have played an equipment, including this one, this turn, you may put a defense card from your hand or discard pile on top of your deck. Gas canisters provides defense support, especially in heavy equipment builds, to save defense cards for the next turn and can be bribed to be played right away. Detonator is an ongoing card with a delayed effect to destroy a card from your discard pile. Crowbar combines power with card destruction, making it useful for hostage-focused builds that can fuel its effect. Giant Mallet provides power and deck filtering, helping improve the quality of your future draws and can be bribed to be played right away. Riddler King makes cards easier to buy while also serving as a defense card that can generate VP tokens over the course of the game. At cost 4, we have doubles of Mallet, Bat Cycle, Bazooka, Death Trap, and Laughing Gas. Mallet can scout the top card of your deck to then have the option to draw it or pass it as a way to cycle through your deck or thinly break it apart quickly. Bad Cycle rewards hero-focused strategies, generating VP tokens whenever its condition is met. Bazooka provides both power and lineup control, allowing you to destroy unwanted cards and replace them with a Surge. Death Trap can pressure opponents by forcing them to guess the cost of the top card of their deck, giving them weaknesses for being wrong. Laughing Gas can thin out your deck out of undesirable cards with the possibility of +3 power if you have destroyed a card with cost 1 or greater through its effect. At cost 5, we have a single copy of the Flaming Blade, the Bat Signal, Sniper Rifle, with doubles of Fear Toxin and Time Bomb. Flaming Blade has the effect +2 power. You may destroy a card in your discard pile. If you destroyed a card with VP value 1 or greater this turn, gain 2 VPs. Flaming Blade is an efficient way to generate VPs for the turn because it can get rid of cards you're not using anymore. The Bat Signal supports hero builds by recovering any hero from your discard pile to be used in the turn of activating the effect. Sniper Rifle scouts the cards from each player that did not defend and discards one of them revealed through its attack. Fear Toxin can disrupt opponents by forcing starter or weakness cards back on top of their decks, making it effective against players who have not fully cleaned up their decks. Time Bomb serves as a defense card that can be reused through its hostage synergy, helping preserve its value over multiple turns. At cost 6, we have single copies of Soul Taker Sword and Scarface. Soul Taker Sword has the effect +3 power. You may put a card with cost 1 or greater from the destroyed pile on the bottom of the main deck. If you do, gain VPs equal to its VP value, asterisk is 3. Soul Taker Sword is an efficient way to generate VPs as long as there are cards with VP value 1 or greater in the destroyed pile. Scarface supports villain-focused builds by helping you find villains while improving draw quality through deck filtering. At cost 7, we have a single copy of Red Hood Helmet. Red Hood Helmet rewards villain-heavy strategies by turning each villain you play into additional VP token generation. For superpowers, at cost 1, we have doubles of Acrobatic Agility. Acrobatic Agility is a low-cost defense card that can be bought in the early game when you don't want a hostage or henchman. At cost 2, we have doubles of Let Chance Decide. Let Chance Decide provides a small amount of power while replacing itself with card draw, making it more reliable in decks with even cost cards and can be bribed to be played right away. At cost 3, we have doubles of X-Ray Vision, Arms Deals, and Cannibalism. X-Ray Vision gives players access to the top of foes' decks in order to play a non-location card from any deck. Arms Deal provides card draw and rewards equipment-focused strategies with additional VP generation. Cannibalism provides power and card destruction, making it effective in villain-focused builds and can be bribed to be played right away. At cost 4, we have doubles of Hired Hit, Bulletproof, Heads You Live, Hypnotic Pheromones, and Tells You Die. Hired Hit has the effect Bribe 3 VP, plus 1 power. Put a bribe card from your discard pile into your hand. Hired Hit supports decks heavily focused on bribe cards as a way to recover bribe cards from your discard pile. Bulletproof is a standard defense card that can refill your hand by 1 and give you the option to destroy a card in your discard pile when defending. Heads You Live offers flexible lineup control, either gaining a card for free or turning it into VP tokens depending on the outcome of the coin flip. Hypnotic Pheromones provides VP token support and defense while also helping you recover ongoing cards from your discard pile. Tells You Die offers flexibility by either reducing the VP cost of bribe cards or helping thin out your deck through card destruction, making it useful throughout the game. At cost 5, we have doubles of Break the Bat and Mind Control. Break the Bat has the effect plus 1 power and draw a card. Attack. Each foe with a nemesis in their hand or discard pile gains a weakness. Break the Bat is an attack against players who have been defeating most of the nemesis by clogging their decks with undesirable cards. Mind Control can convert hostages into card gain, helping you acquire ongoing cards or gain access to the main deck without paying for their cost. At cost 6, we have a single copy of Heat Vision and World's Greatest Detective, with doubles of Hulking Strength. Heat Vision is a standard destroy card that can thin out your deck from undesirable cards to not draw into them throughout the game. World's Greatest Detective is a standard reveal to defend card that gives plus 1 power and draws a card when played. Hulking Strength provides plus 3 power and can improve deck quality by destroying cards from the lineup and your own deck. At cost 7, we have single copies of Criminal Enterprise and Unleash the Inmates. Criminal Enterprise generates VP tokens while giving you control over the lineup by adding desirable cards and removing unwanted cards. Unleash the Inmates provides a large burst of card draw, helping you assemble powerful turns and cycle through your deck quickly. For locations, at cost 4, we have Blackgate Prison, Iron Heights, Abandoned Warehouse, and GCPD HQ. Blackgate Prison is a great way to generate VPs from its effect of destroying vulnerability or weakness cards revealed through its effect. Iron Heights provides function as an ongoing defense that becomes easier to use as you accumulate more VP tokens throughout the game. Abandoned Warehouse makes villains and superpowers easier to bribe, helping you play key cards. GCPD HQ makes hero and equipment cards easier to bribe, helping you acquire key cards. At cost 5, we have Santa Prisca, Ace Chemical Plant, Iceberg Lounge. Santa Prisca has the effect ongoing once per your turn, you may destroy a card with VP value 1 or greater in your discard pile to gain 1 VP. Santa Prisca is an efficient way to generate VPs for the turn because it can get rid of cards you're not using anymore. Ace Chemical Plant rewards destruction heavy strategies by generating VP tokens the first time you destroy a card each turn. Iceberg Lounge rewards discard based strategies by generating VP tokens the first time you discard a card each turn. At cost 6, we have Lazarus Pit, Earth 3, and Arkham Asylum. Lazarus Pit has the effect ongoing. After you destroy a card, you may discard this card from play to gain a card from the destroyed pile. Lazarus Pit allows you to recycle cards that you have been destroying for other card effects as a way to keep them in your ownership. Earth 3 is a great way to generate VPs from its effect of destroying a punch card revealed through its effect. Arkham Asylum helps you add cards to the lineup while making specific cards easier to acquire, providing both control and cost reduction. Along with the supervillains, we have superheroes to add to the Nemesis stack. We have the Signal, the Creeper, Katana, Metamorpho, Black Lightning, and Nightwing. We also have the oversized characters, the Signal, Batgirl, and Azrael. We also include their starter cards, Stealth Mode, Suit of Sorrows, and Spoiler Alert. Along with the Shadows expansion, we're also including the promo Peacemaker cards. We have Vigilante, Peacemaker, with their starter cards, Lethal Justice, Eagly, and their Nemesis counterparts, Vigilante and Peacemaker. In closing, that's one way to combine the DC deck building sets. Remember, there's no single correct way to build your main deck. These videos are here to inspire ideas and start conversations. What would you change? What other mechanics should get revamped? Rotation cards? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all the YouTube things. I'll see you on the next one.